Hi loves, so the first thing we're going to start by doing is baking our cake. I'm going to be using the Betty Crocker vanilla cake mix, and we're also going to be needing all the ingredients in the back, but we're going to be substituting the water with milk. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start mixing all the ingredients. As you guys saw by the title, we are going to be making a gansito cake. For those of you who don't know what a gansito is, it is pretty much like a Mexican Twinkie, but it's covered in chocolate and it has strawberry filling, and it is really, really yummy. So if you've never tried it before, I definitely recommend trying it, and also definitely try this recipe. I'm pretty sure you're going to love it. And yeah, let's go ahead and continue to make our cake. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my loaf pan. I added a sheet of parchment paper in there and I sprayed it down. That's going to make it very easy to remove our cake when it's done. And yeah, now we're going to go ahead and add our cake, and we're going to put it to bake at 350 for about 45 minutes. I'm back and our cake is ready, and I actually cooled it down already for 45 minutes. So now we're going to go ahead and do the next step. So you're going to want to cut a little slice off the top of the cake, because we are going to turn it over, and if you don't slice it off evenly, it's not going to be evenly flat. It's going to look like it's sliding to the side, or slanted to the side, I mean. So that's why you want to go ahead and cut the top. And now we're going to go ahead and cut a little like rectangle shape. We're going to make a little opening so we can go ahead and add all our fillings inside. And you don't want to go too close to the corners and the edges, because then it's going to fall apart. And what we're trying to do is create pretty much like a little space for our fillings to sit in. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make the filling, which is the jam. As we all know, the gansito does have a strawberry jam. So for that, you're going to need some cornstarch, some jam, and some water. Going to be using 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch and 3 tablespoons of cold water. The reason why we're using this is because it's going to give the jam a nice thickness, just like the gansitos have. The next thing you're going to do is in a pot, you're going to go ahead and put 1 cup of your jam. And then you're also going to put in your mixture of cornstarch. You're going to mix it together well, and then you're going to make sure it comes to a boil. And you're going to let it boil for a few seconds after it starts boiling. And now we're going to go ahead and make the cream that's going to go in our cake as well. And for that, you're going to be needing some heavy whipping cream and also some confectioner's sugar. You're going to use 1 cup of heavy cream and 3 tablespoons of the confectioner's sugar, and you're going to blend together until you get a nice fluffy texture. Alrighty guys, and we have made it to our last and final step, and that is making our chocolate ganache. So for that, you're going to need 2 cups of chocolate chips. I'm using the semi-sweet ones. And you're also going to need 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. So we're going to take our heavy whipping cream and we're going to go ahead and put it in a pot. And we're going to leave it in there until it comes up to a boil. And I said 1/3 cup, but actually use a little more than that. I would say closer to 1 cup for the amount of chocolate chips that we're using. And once the whipping cream has boiled, you're going to go ahead and pour it over the chocolate chips, and you're just going to go ahead and start mixing it all together. And now for the fun part, we're going to go ahead and cover our chocolate gansito with our chocolate. I went ahead and laid it on top of the same loaf pan, but I flipped the loaf pan upside down. And that just gives me more control of my cake when I'm done so it doesn't get stuck to anything. So you're just going to go ahead and cover it nicely. And also, I made a huge mistake, you guys, which I want you guys to learn from me. So what I did is as soon as I finished covering it with chocolate, we moved it. My husband and I moved it from here. And I think that was a huge mistake because it did fall apart a little bit. So I definitely suggest once you cover it with chocolate, stick it in the fridge or the freezer for a good 15 to 20 minutes. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and add my chocolate sprinkles. These are the ones I'm using. You can find at any grocery store. And you're just going to go ahead and sprinkle it all over your gansito. As you can see, I think you can see the little area where my gansito started to fall apart because like I said, we should have waited and put it in the fridge for another 15-20 minutes after covering it with the chocolate so it would harden and it wouldn't fall apart. like it did from that corner, but it's all good. It still looks good. It still looks cute. You guys can see right there though. That was a big accident. That was a big mistake. And yeah, I'm letting you guys know so you guys learn from my mistakes and this doesn't happen to you. Okay, dun dun dun. Now for the moment of truth, we're gonna go ahead and cut into it and see what our gansito looks like from the inside. I'm so excited. And ta-da! This is what it looks like from the inside. Like I said, a huge mistake. You guys already know. I already told you. Make sure you guys put it in the fridge. Let your chocolate harden before you even move it or touch it or anything. But this is what it looks like and how it came out. And honestly, it was really good. And it did taste like a gansito. Like the taste was similar. Not exact because we don't know the recipe. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please make sure to give me a huge thumbs up. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!